Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor E. Sivanagi, former Director, National Institute of Tourism and Hospitality Management, Hyderabad, currently working as the Chief Executive Officer, the Cultural Center of Vijayawada. Let us discuss a particular module called Theme Parks of India of the paper called Tourism in India. You all know that tourism has various facets, and some people call it as the manifestations of tourism. Think you might have heard of particular forms of tourism, namely leisure tourism, heritage tourism, cultural tourism, ecotourism, beach tourism, jungle tourism, like that. Many more such forms are available worldwide for the benefit of the tourists who have different interests, who would like to experience different activities, so that these are called manifestations of tourism or types of tourism, or again forms of tourism. That is one part of the introduction of this module. But the current module dwells on theme park tourism in India. Let us also discuss on the objectives of the learning of this module. These include the concept of theme parks, significance of the theme parks, components of the theme parks, major theme parks in India. The concept of tourism is as old as the human peregrination. It started way back in Neolithic times, but his tourism, if we can now coin it as what we call the jungle tourism or the hunting tourism. And current day, we have n number of tourism forms available. Theme park tourism has a particular connotation or a meaning. According to the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, in quote, a theme park is an amusement park that has themed attractions, be it food, entertainment, retail stores, and varieties of rides, unquote. A particular theme is the main part of the visitor experience, and most of the theme parks contain more than one theme in terms of attraction points. For example, you go to Disneyland. Disneyland has varieties of expressions and experiences and attractions to what we call cater to the needs of various sections of people in terms of various groups of people. What we call is that tourism segmentation. Children like only children area and children related activities. Then women like family related and fun related attractions, and men or adults would like to go to casinos, and then the aged people, what we call the geriatric tourism, they would like to spend some time on mythological tourism or only leisure tourism or rejuvenation tourism, etc. Theme parks are considered to be the major players in tourism industry, because if some area is known, a particular destination, for example a beach, for example a archaeological site, for example a monument, or again one more ecotourism spot, these are single attraction tourism destinations. Unlike these, the theme parks consist of many number of attractions to cater to the needs of variety of people with different demands in their mind. Theme parks are main motivators for selecting a tourism destination. I would like to visit a heritage monument, and my other family members would like to take a pilgrimage to a temple. My children would like to go to Ramoji Film City for their entertainment and fun. Like that, what happens is theme parks, which has many at one place, is playing dominant role not only in selection of tourism destination but also in attracting maximum number of spending money or dollars worldwide. We just discussed on the concept of theme park, varieties of attractions that are available in theme park, then how they will attract different age group people for theme parks. Now, it is the time for us to discuss on the history of theme parks. When did the theme park for the first time emerge as a tourism destination? Then, what are the various types of theme parks available worldwide? If so, do you have any theme parks in India? These really need to touch upon or to trace the history of theme parks in the world. The earliest amusement park in the world was opened in the year 1583 CE in Bakken at Klampenborg, Denmark, followed by Vauxhall Gardens, a theme park in London, was founded in 1661 and due to some reasons it was closed in 1859 after 189 years. Another long-standing park is Prater in Vienna, Austria, which was opened in 1766 CE. You are now viewing some of the visuals appear on the screen denoting what we call and how a theme park looks and what are the varieties and what are the activities available for the tourists. If we again continue the history of theme parks, we will never be away without touching a theme park that has its own brand market known as the Disneyland, started way back in 1950s. The park experience became part of a larger package reflected in varieties of activities and experiences. You can see the roller coaster in the bottom slide. There are certain demands and motivations. What for we go? What are the triggering factors that the tourists are just pushed to visit destinations, particularly theme parks? Yes, there are certain demands and motivations. These two things will drive the tourists into theme parks. They are raising base of middle class. What is the raising base of middle class? Middle class employees or middle class farmers or middle class professionals have a very limited income and they do not have much disposable income available with them. Immediately what happened was, since there was a fillip in the society, a fillip in the economical sector that raised their economic base so that they can have disposable time, disposable money, and this became a triggering factor. Increasing disposable income, changing lifestyle. Over a period of time, what happened? The farmers turned into industrialists, the farmers turned into entrepreneurs. Like that, what happens? Their lifestyle changed. They started moving from one place to another place and learned the new dress code, new habits, new fashions. So all these coupled together and then again encouraged the people to move to new areas and ultimately they led to visit theme parks. Cultural shift. Earlier, what happens was culture was limited only to some spheres based on their professions, based on their religion, based on their social groups. With the industrial revolution and the economic evolution, there was a shift in culture. Yes, we have our own culture. What happens if we embrace the other culture? What happens? We invite people belonging to other cultures into our own culture. So there was this energy. There was an opening welcome that we need to shift from the traditional culture. Increasing emphasis to lead a holistic life with a balance of work and leisure. Yes, there was work, but it also demanded some leisure, and that balance particularly was also again a factor to trigger these people, middle class people, to theme parks. Yes, what are the activities? Will they do the same activities like the beach resort, like the jungle resort, like the ecotourism spot or heritage tourism area? No. There, the activities are confined only to one particular site or monument or galleries or museums, that is heritage or culture, only one. But here, yes, whole lot. The theme parks offer a wide range of entertainment options like child and adult activities, games, 3D theater, television shows, movies, food, park rides, swimming, cultural events, and so on and so forth, so that varieties are available at one particular place. This is all about the concept of theme parks, the concept of theme park tourism development and evolution, and worldwide, particularly in some areas, their origin and development, and discussed about demand and motivations, and again the activities. Now, it is a sub theme that really speaks or really discusses on, do we have theme parks in India? If so, when was their beginning? And where are they located? Do they also offer wide variety like the theme parks in the West? Yes, let us examine. Beginning with that, way back in 1982, when Asian Games were started in New Delhi, Government of India and private entrepreneurs, under the private-public partnership, they wanted to have a resort or a theme park. And this theme park is named Apugha, opened in 1984 to commemorate the 82 Asian Games. And it is spread over 15.5 acres of land, and the major attractions are rides for children, swinging sensations, and games like the Big Splash, the roller coaster, the giant wheel, etc., which are now presented to the viewers on the screen. You can just see all the three images so that you can understand the activities, the widespread, and the attractions of the first theme park in India. Metro Walk is another theme park. What is Metro Walk? Is it only for walk? Yes, it is a walk. Walk for what? Walk for shopping, walk for entertainment, walk for food, etc. Metro Walk is a shopping mall and an amusement park located adjacent to Rithala Metro Station in Delhi. It is spread in an extent of 62 acres and contains about 26 varieties of rides and attractions to make available for the visitors who step into the theme park. SL World is now not only famous in India but also in the world for water-based theme park. It is the first amusement park in India and located in Mumbai. There are 34 major rides, namely SL World proper and Water Kingdom, to name a few. Attractions and activities include aqua dive, ice skating, Arctic Circle, Big Apple, Convoy Track, Caterpillar, Children's Boat Ride, Crazy Cups, Happy Sky, Haunted Hotel, Hedge Maze, Highway Cars, and Hula Loop. Please look at the images and have the activities and fun on the tourists. It is very important to note that the theme parks are based or developed in only metros. Now we discussed about the theme parks in Delhi, and we are now moving to another metro city called Mumbai. The Central Park theme park, developed by Industrial Development Corporation of Maharashtra, that is called SIDCO, in Karghar, Navi Mumbai, which has diverse attractions of the park including joggers tracks, botanical gardens, amphitheater, and also having full-fledged sports stadium. You just look at 3 slides are available with beautiful ambience and new architectural edifices and what we call amazing sculptures. Two hands kept in folding posture is a special attraction in this particular Central Park theme park, Mumbai. Now, again, in the same city, we have another theme park called Sagar World. Is the first Hindu spiritual theme park located in Mumbai with a concept to provide entertainment and edutainment to the children to enjoy with various stories of Indian mythology. Note, my dear students, here one particular point that mythology, Indian mythology, for the first time has been brought over here as a tourism product to offer to the children first and the aged people next. And it consists of mythological museum, themed rides, Central Park, Temple City, amphitheater, food and beverage areas. On the East Coast, India has varieties of attractions, but here the case is Nikko theme park in Kolkata, known as the Disneyland of Kolkata because of its wide variety and ambience similar to Discoland. It has an exquisite rose garden. You know that you have a famous rose garden in Chandigarh, but this is again a new rose garden that was developed in this theme park, and a large food park with varieties of eateries to cater to the needs of the Indians, the foreigners coming from nook and corner of not only our native country but also the countries outside India. Then, a wide variety of rides with the toy train, cable car, water chute, water coaster, river caves, or other attractions available at this particular theme park called Nikko. We have heard a lot, and as far as the tourism sector is concerned, the only state that has varieties of attractions in the name of nature and heritage is Rajasthan. Rajasthan has some ethnic attractions available with it only. In Hyderabad, we have a special theme park based on ethnicity called Dolari Dhani in Hyderabad, which showcases the folklore and culture, an ethnic fantasy, a culmination of images of visitors to experience the true Rajasthani lifestyle and culture. Major attractions and activities available at this ethnic theme park include boating, camel riding, horse riding, puppet show, Rajasthani folk music, Rajasthani dance, and whatnot, varieties of Rajasthani ethnic food items. Yes, in Hyderabad now there is a particular what you call resort and again a theme park and again a special tourism attraction known as the Ramoji Film City, RFC in simple terms. Worldwide, it has got its recognition. Now it has crossed beyond the Indian boundaries and attracting worldwide tourists to that particular destination. One of the largest film cities in Asia, and hence it is known as Ramoji Film City and place for movie shooting. Ramoji Film City attracts millions of tourists in a year and generates revenue in billions of rupees. Offers unlimited fun, thrill to the tourist with lavish garden, spell-bounding movie sets, spectacular attractions, enchanting entertainment shows, food, shopping, and unmatched hospitality. If you just enter into the Ramoji Film City, right from the very first step of yours treads to varieties of attractions, one after the another, filled with fun and fantasy. There is a 3-star hotel called Tara and a 5-star hotel, Sitara, for the film production units as well as for the tourists. There are several settings in the studios which lead the visitors from streets of the Mauryan Empire to the Mughal Empire or even the American Old West. It has largest snow area of 17,000 SFT. Its thrilling environment with polar bears, penguins, alpine trees will leave the visitor spellbound. It consists of kids' snow play area, snow slide, snow merry-go-round, snow sculptures, snow basketball, snow mountain, snow volleyball, snow dancing, and ice hotel. Nowhere in entire country you have this many individual, single, unique attractions in one theme park. Occupying 20 acres of beautiful landscaped gardens is at another theme park called Ocean Park in Hyderabad. This is considered as one of the best amusement parks in India because of its layout, its attractions and maintenance. It has a number of world-class amusement rides, water rides and equipped with multi-cuisine restaurants offering best tasty South India Chinese varieties of food at affordable prices. Once upon a time, there was two tourism attractions in Hyderabad. One is the public gardens, another is Gandipeta as far as nature-based tourism is concerned. But now, after coming off the Ocean Park in Hyderabad, the ideas or the preferences of the citizens of Hyderabad changed. They started visiting theme parks and again that was the root cause for development of another 10 more theme parks or what we call resorts around the Hyderabad and Secunderabad twin cities. Jalavihar. The name itself is thrilling and inspiring us that there are water-based attractions. Jalavihar Hyderabad provides an ambience for leisure and fun for the entire family. One can organize birthday parties, family get-togethers and other parties at one place where food is served in their preferences and people can engage in different activities at one place. Easily accessible from all parts of the city. This is one of the best water-based tourism theme parks in South India. Now, let us move to another metro which is known as the City of the Gardens. It is, again, I can spell it out as Bengaluru. Bengaluru, everybody wants to go. It is a cosmopolitan city and it is more than a cultural city and again more than a tourism spot. There is a particular theme park called Wonderla. Set in 82 acres of landscaped gardens and it was opened in 2005. Since then, it has been attracting huge number of crowds. Sometimes we need to wait for our chance or for our trip. Different rides offer a monster dose of entertainment and fun for all age groups. On the screen, you can just observe the images that can give an idea how this particular theme park is equipped with varieties of attractions and infrastructure for various activities. Vismaya. The word itself denotes wonder or amazing. What is to amaze? What is there to wonder? Yes, if you just land in a theme park called Vismaya in Kannur in Kerala state is really a water-based theme park with a blend of amusement, water theme and infotainment park where IT also plays a great role. developed and run by Malabar Tourism Development Cooperative Limited (MTDC). It has got water rides, informative and entertaining activities for all kinds of age groups. Again, the same term we have heard just a little earlier is Wonderla. That Wonderla is located at Bengaluru, but we have another Wonderla which is located in Kochi in Kerala state. Wonderla Kochi is home for more than 50 amusement rides spread over 30 acres of landscaped space built to international standards and impeccably maintained areas. My dear students, sometimes the names of the theme parks also make us wonder, attract, amaze, everything. Here is again such a theme park called Dash and Splash, where we clearly get the idea of the activities that are available and visit Dash and Splash theme park located in Chennai. For the first time, an exclusive water-based theme park in entire South India. The theme park offers slide ride, spiral ride, free fall, wave slide, and many other rides to the visitors. On the screen, please see, there is a water-based theme park where most of the people are engaged in their own entertainment and funtainment. If we move in Chennai to other area where you get a new theme park called VGP Universal Kingdom. It is not just a theme park, it is called as Universal Kingdom. Why? Wide variety of attractions, wide variety of experiences where different countries are offering are pulled together, made available for the citizens of Chennai. No, not only for the citizens of Chennai, but to the tourists of India and tourists sometimes coming from other areas of the world. This is again a unique experience provider in Chennai. Kishkintha, the name itself again thrills us and it takes us to Ramayana. Kishkintha, you all know that a particular area very close to Hampi in Karnataka is called Kishkintha. The area is known as Kishkintha. The same name has been taken to name a theme park in Chennai called Kishkintha. The theme park is set in 120 acres with landscaped hills and lakes, a favorite fun destination and recreational park for all kinds of age groups with amusements, attractions, water games and rides. Move a little bit towards southwest of Chennai. You get a wonderful place called Coimbatore, known for its innovations in industries. Coimbatore is also known for a new theme park called Black Thunder. What is this Black Thunder? Yes, let us visit and explore the availability of various activities and experiences. And this particular theme park is situated at the foothills of the Nilgiris, the noted mountains in South India, which fascinated and prompted every Britisher to visit that area, and it served as the summer resort during the pre-independence era, has an area of 75 acres, which offers about 49 rides such as Surf Hill and the Wild River Ride. Nestled in nature's beauty with green hills as a backdrop and the cooling shelter of trees, this particular nature-based theme park aims at offering varieties of experiences for the tourists. Madurai, again a temple city in Tamil Nadu, known for Madurai Meenakshi Temple, its sky-touching towers and huge, large, narrow, pillared corridors of the temples and pavilions. Yes, that is the heritage city, Madurai. Madurai means, do you know? The sweet city, Madurai. That city also has recently developed a theme park and its name is again amazing, Atisayam. Atisayam, something more than that what we can express. The experiences reveal that something more than that we experience, hence it is named as Atisayam. What is there? A water amusement park with different attractions and activities such as sports, family fun activities, and a wide variety of water games and rides make us thrilled with our visits. Now, after enjoying the wide variety of activities and attractions at different theme parks throughout the world and India, let us examine how the theme park industry is faring as far as the economic terms are concerned. This is called as the overview of the sector with a special reference to theme park tourism. During the last decade, domestic tourism had a growth of 14% on an average, and currently it is estimated at 527 million rupees. Out of this, the amusement park industry generated 15,000 footfall, that is visitors, during last year. Globally, domestic and international tourists comprise more than 50% of the total footfall at popular amusement parks. According to the CAGR, recent market survey research shows that this particular industry in India is growing very rapidly. There are 120 amusement parks and water parks which are currently in operation, and out of them only 15% can be classified in the large parks category, with 30% as medium sized parks and balance 55% are categorized under small size local theme parks. Investments to a tune of 10,000 crores are likely to flow into the domestic amusement and leisure sector by 2020, with about 500 new parks expected to come up across the country. Currently, for a population of 1.1 billion in our country, there are only 120 amusement parks and 45 family entertainment centers. The high growth potential of the industry in India will boost tourism definitely as far as the social infrastructure development and the employment generation are concerned. Nowadays, theme parks provide one-stop shop leisure and entertainment solution for the entire family at one place and are key sources of tourist attractions and revenue generation for the destination. Theme parks, also called as amusement and recreation parks, which generate a portion of their income in a different ways like casinos, indoor games, funny shows, sale of food and drink, etc. to the visitors. To sum up the module, we have examined the history and growth of theme park tourism, which emerged in the West and also gained ground in India. The thing is, very important point to keep in mind that the amusement park grew out of the pleasure gardens that became especially popular at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution as an area where notion is to escape from the pressure and urban environment. Very, very important. The theme parks began way back in 1583 CE and took different shapes and forms in different countries over a period of time. Theme park industry in India is about 2 decades old. Its roots in India took during mid and late 1980s. Theme park is an amusement and entertainment park that has themed attractions built within. India is popular for different theme parks, especially in cities like Mumbai, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Delhi, Chennai, and Kolkata. We have seen the difference between single individual tourism attraction site and multi attraction and activity site. The latter becomes the theme park and the earlier is known as tourism destination. This is the difference between the general tourism destination and theme based tourism park. Thank you.